Pitrakaraka in the fifth house. 1. Father and paternal relationships. With Pitrakaraka in the fifth house, the father's influence is primarily focused on creativity, education, self-expression, and the native's relationship with children. The father is likely to be seen as a mentor or guide, encouraging the native's personal development in terms of creativity, learning, and intellectual pursuits. This placement suggests that the father plays a key role in shaping the native's approach to self-expression, helping them develop confidence and find joy in their talents. The father may be viewed as a source of inspiration, pushing the native to explore their creative potential and intellectual growth. The relationship with the father could revolve around shared interests in artistic, academic, or intellectual activities. Creative intelligence and problem-solving. In the fifth house, Pitrakaraka greatly influences the native's creative intelligence and their ability to solve problems through innovation and self-expression. The father's role is instrumental in guiding the native's approach to intellectual and artistic challenges, encouraging them to think creatively and express themselves freely. This placement fosters a deep connection between the father's influence and the native's pursuit of higher knowledge, arts, or leadership. The native may be inclined toward creative fields such as art, music, drama, or writing, with the father playing a pivotal role in nurturing these talents. The father's guidance is likely to encourage the native to approach problem-solving with a creative and dynamic mindset, finding joy in intellectual challenges. 3. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. With Pitrakaraka in the fifth house, the native's connection to ancestral support and esoteric knowledge is tied to creativity, learning, and the development of wisdom. This placement suggests that the native inherits a karmic connection to higher knowledge or artistic talents from paternal ancestors. The father may act as a channel through which ancestral wisdom or karmic lessons related to creativity, education, or leadership are passed on to the native. The native may feel a deep sense of responsibility to develop their intellectual or creative potential, honoring the family's legacy in these areas. There could be a karmic link between the native's talents and the father's ancestral lineage, especially in the realms of knowledge, teaching, or artistic expression. 4. Moral compass and ethical foundations. Pitrakaraka in the fifth house suggests that the father plays a significant role in shaping the native's moral compass through lessons on creativity, education, and leadership. The father may encourage the native to pursue their creative and intellectual talents with integrity and a sense of responsibility, emphasizing the ethical use of their gifts. The native's approach to life is often guided by the father's teachings on fairness, leadership, and moral responsibility, especially in areas involving self-expression or the education of others. The native's moral and ethical foundation may be tied to their sense of leadership, creativity, or responsibility to use their talents for the greater good. The father's influence likely teaches the native to balance personal enjoyment and self-expression with ethical considerations and responsibility toward others. 5. Career and social standing. With Pitrakaraka in the fifth house, the father's influence on the native's career and social standing is closely tied to creative expression, education, and possibly working with children or in leadership roles. The native may feel encouraged to pursue a career in fields that involve teaching, the arts, entertainment, or leadership positions. The father's guidance may push the native to take on roles where they can showcase their talents and gain social recognition for their intellectual or artistic contributions. The native may be drawn to careers that allow them to express their creativity or lead others, often inspired by the father's encouragement in these areas. The father's influence may push the native toward teaching, the arts, or leadership roles where they can shine and achieve social prominence. 6. Love, romance, and celebration. In the fifth house, Pitrakaraka influences the native's approach to love, romance, and celebration by fostering a deep connection to joy, creativity, and the pursuit of happiness. The father's influence may shape how the native experiences love and romance, with a focus on creativity, playfulness, and emotional expression. The native may find joy in celebrating life's pleasures through romantic relationships, creative pursuits, and shared experiences with loved ones, often guided by the father's teachings on the importance of joy and self-expression. The native may approach love with a sense of passion, creativity, and spontaneity, mirroring the father's influence in these areas. Celebrations are likely focused on expressing joy, creativity, and love for life, often centered around artistic or intellectual gatherings that reflect the father's influence. In conclusion, Pitrakaraka in the fifth house signifies a paternal influence focused on creativity, education, and self-expression. The father plays a significant role in shaping the native's approach to intellectual growth, leadership, and the enjoyment of life's pleasures. This placement encourages the native to develop their talents, pursue joy through love and creativity, and carry forward a sense of responsibility and wisdom, often passed down through paternal guidance. Pitrakaraka in the sixth house. 1. Father and paternal relationships. With Pitrakaraka in the sixth house, the father's influence centers around discipline, hard work, and overcoming challenges. The native likely experiences the father as someone who emphasizes the importance of persistence, responsibility, and facing life's struggles head-on. This placement suggests that the father may instill a strong work ethic in the native, teaching them to handle obstacles, health matters, or daily routines with determination and resilience. The father may be seen as a figure of practicality and discipline, encouraging the native to approach life with diligence and a sense of duty. The relationship with the father may involve lessons about overcoming adversity and staying committed to one's responsibilities, even when faced with difficulties. Creative intelligence and problem solving. In the sixth house, Pitrakaraka influences the native's ability to use creative intelligence to solve problems related to work, health, and daily life challenges. The father may play a role in teaching the native how to manage conflicts, balance work responsibilities, and maintain health through structured routines. This placement encourages the native to find practical solutions to everyday problems, using creativity to streamline tasks or improve efficiency in their work or health practices. The native may be adept at finding creative ways to solve workplace issues or manage personal health, reflecting the father's teachings about discipline and problem solving. The father's guidance likely encourages the native to develop practical and innovative approaches to dealing with difficulties, whether at work or in health-related matters. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. With Pitrakaraka in the sixth house, the native's connection to ancestral support and esoteric knowledge is linked to service, health, and the overcoming of karmic challenges. The father may serve as a channel for ancestral wisdom, particularly regarding how to handle struggles, resolve conflicts, or manage health. This placement suggests that the native inherits lessons about endurance, discipline, and the karmic responsibility of helping others, possibly through service-oriented work or caregiving roles. The native may feel a sense of responsibility to uphold family traditions related to work, service, or overcoming adversity. There may be karmic lessons tied to health or service, with the father's influence helping the native navigate these challenges. 4. Moral compass and ethical foundations. Pitrakaraka in the sixth house indicates that the father shapes the native's moral compass through lessons about duty, service, and ethical responsibility in work and health matters. The father may emphasize the importance of maintaining integrity in the workplace, treating others with fairness, and taking responsibility for one's health and well-being. This placement often instills in the native a strong sense of duty toward fulfilling their responsibilities, especially in the context of work or serving others. The native's ethical foundation is likely built on principles of hard work, discipline, and fairness, particularly in how they approach work and service to others. The father's influence encourages the native to be ethical in their dealings with co-workers, employees, or those they serve, stressing the importance of honesty and integrity. 5. Career and social standing. With Pitrakaraka in the sixth house, the father's influence on the native's career and social standing is tied to service, health, and overcoming challenges. The native may feel guided toward careers that involve healthcare, law, service-oriented work, or any field that requires diligence and the ability to resolve conflicts. The father's teachings likely focus on how to succeed through hard work and persistence, encouraging the native to rise in their career despite obstacles. The native may be drawn to careers where service to others or problem-solving in a structured environment is key, such as healthcare, law, or administrative roles. The father's influence pushes the native to achieve success through discipline, hard work, and a methodical approach to overcoming challenges. Love, romance, and celebration. In the 6th house, Pitrakaraka influences how the native approaches love, romance, and celebration, often bringing a sense of duty or responsibility into these areas. The father may instill in the native the belief that relationships and romantic endeavors require hard work and practical solutions, rather than just emotional or physical attraction. The native's approach to love may be structured, with a focus on mutual support, responsibility, and managing the day-to-day realities of a partnership. Celebrations may also take on a practical tone, with the native preferring simple, meaningful gatherings over extravagant displays. The native may approach love and relationships with a sense of duty and responsibility, reflecting the father's teachings about commitment and effort in partnerships. Celebrations may be more subdued or practical, focusing on simple pleasures and meaningful connections rather than lavish or emotional displays. In conclusion, Pitrakaraka in the 6th house reflects a paternal influence focused on hard work, discipline, and overcoming challenges related to service, health, and daily responsibilities. The father plays a key role in shaping the native's ability to handle adversity, maintain integrity in work, and approach relationships and celebrations with a sense of practicality and duty. This placement fosters a strong connection to work ethic, responsibility, and service to others, deeply influenced by the father's guidance. Pitrakaraka in the 7th house. 1. Father and paternal relationships. With Pitrakaraka in the 7th house, the father's influence plays a significant role in shaping the native's approach to relationships, partnerships, and marriage. The native may view the father as a guiding force when it comes to building partnerships, especially in terms of commitment, balance, and mutual respect. The father's teachings likely focus on how to maintain harmony in relationships, handle conflicts diplomatically, and establish long-term commitments. The father may emphasize the importance of fairness, balance, and compromise in partnerships, guiding the native to approach relationships with maturity and respect. The relationship with the father could also reflect how the native navigates their own relationships, particularly in terms of seeking balance, equality, and mutual understanding. 2. Creative intelligence and problem-solving. In the 7th house, Pitrakaraka influences the native's creative intelligence and problem-solving abilities in the context of partnerships, negotiations, and relationships. The father's guidance may shape the native's ability to resolve conflicts diplomatically, maintain harmony in partnerships, and approach problem-solving with a focus on fairness and collaboration. The native may be adept at managing relationship dynamics, balancing personal needs with those of their partner, and finding creative solutions to relationship challenges. The father likely encourages the native to solve problems in relationships through compromise, diplomacy, and creative thinking, particularly when it comes to managing differences in partnerships. The native may excel in finding innovative ways to maintain harmony in relationships, especially in personal or professional partnerships. 3. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. With Pitrakaraka in the 7th house, the native's ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives are tied to partnerships, relationships, and contracts. This placement suggests that the native inherits karmic lessons related to relationships and balance from paternal ancestors. The father may act as a conduit for ancestral wisdom, teaching the native how to navigate partnerships with integrity, fairness, and mutual respect. This karmic influence could guide the native toward resolving relationship-related karmic debts or learning important lessons about balance in partnerships. The native may feel a deep responsibility to maintain balance in relationships, guided by ancestral wisdom passed down through the paternal lineage. There may be a karmic connection between the native's partnerships and lessons learned from their father or ancestors, particularly in terms of fairness and harmony. 4. Moral compass and ethical foundations. Pitrakaraka in the 7th house indicates that the father plays a significant role in shaping the native's moral compass in terms of fairness, equality, and ethical relationships. The father may instill in the native a strong sense of justice and the importance of treating partners, both in personal and professional relationships, with respect and equality. The native's approach to ethics in relationships is likely influenced by the father's teachings on balance, integrity, and mutual support. The native's moral and ethical foundation may be tied to how they treat others in partnerships, reflecting the father's influence on the importance of fairness and ethical behavior. The father may emphasize the importance of honesty, mutual respect, and ethical conduct in negotiations, contracts, and personal relationships. 5. Career and social standing. With Pitrakaraka in the 7th house, the father's influence on the native's career and social standing is tied to partnerships, collaborations, and public relations. The native may be drawn to careers that involve working with others, forming alliances, or managing relationships in business. The father may guide the native toward careers that emphasize balance, diplomacy, and negotiation, or he may influence the native to seek out professional partnerships that enhance their social standing. The native may feel encouraged to pursue a career in fields such as law, diplomacy, public relations, or any profession that involves forming and maintaining partnerships. The father's influence may push the native to build successful partnerships in business or other professional fields, emphasizing the importance of collaboration for career success. 6. Love, romance, and celebration. In the 7th house, Pitrakaraka significantly influences how the native approaches love, romance, and celebration through the lens of partnership and mutual respect. The father's teachings likely shape the native's understanding of love as a balanced partnership, where both individuals contribute equally to the relationship. Celebrations in the native's life may be centered around shared experiences with partners, focusing on the joy that comes from mutual understanding and emotional balance. The native may approach love and romance with a focus on equality, seeking partners who share similar values and a sense of balance in the relationship. Celebrations are often centered around shared milestones in relationships, such as anniversaries, weddings, or significant achievements with loved ones, reflecting the father's emphasis on the importance of partnership. In conclusion, Pitrakaraka in the 7th house signifies a paternal influence focused on relationships, partnerships, and fairness. The father plays a key role in shaping the native's approach to love, diplomacy, and professional alliances, encouraging the native to seek balance and mutual respect in all relationships. This placement fosters a deep connection to partnerships, guiding the native to handle personal and professional relationships with integrity, fairness, and creative intelligence, deeply influenced by the father's teachings. Pitrakaraka in the 8th house. Father and paternal relationships. With Pitrakaraka in the 8th house, the father's influence is deeply tied to transformation, secrets, and shared resources. The native may perceive the father as a figure who deals with profound, hidden aspects of life, such as death, rebirth, or shared finances, inheritances, taxes, etc. The relationship with the father could be intense and complex, possibly involving significant emotional depth, mystery, or issues of control and power. The father may play a role in helping the native navigate life's deep changes and transformations, instilling a strong sense of resilience. The father may be seen as a protector of family secrets or as a guide through life's deeper, more transformative experiences. The relationship could involve dealing with sensitive topics or significant emotional challenges that impact the native's development and ability to handle change. 2. Creative intelligence and problem solving. In the 8th house, Pitrakaraka influences the native's creative intelligence in relation to solving deep, complex issues involving transformation, inheritance, and hidden matters. The father may have taught the native how to manage crises, face taboos, or handle difficult life changes with wisdom and strength. This placement suggests that the native is adept at delving into the unknown and solving problems that involve deeper psychological or financial complexities, often through inherited knowledge or the father's guidance. The native may be drawn to creative problem solving that involves uncovering hidden truths, resolving deep emotional conflicts, or managing shared resources such as inheritance or joint finances. The father's influence may lead the native to explore complex or transformative areas of life, such as psychology, research, or occult sciences, where they can use their intelligence to handle difficult issues. 3. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. With Pitrakaraka in the 8th house, the native's connection to ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives is strongly tied to transformation, inheritance, and occult or spiritual wisdom. The father may act as a channel for passing down deep ancestral knowledge related to mysteries, esoteric practices, or the karmic management of shared resources and power. This placement suggests that the native carries karmic lessons about life, death, rebirth, and the use of power from their paternal lineage. The native may feel a strong connection to their ancestors through the father's influence, especially in relation to managing deep, hidden, or transformative aspects of life. There could be karmic lessons tied to inheritance, secrets, or spiritual wisdom that the father helps the native navigate, often involving the resolution of past life issues related to power or control. 4. Moral compass and ethical foundations. Pitrakaraka in the 8th house indicates that the father plays a major role in shaping the native's moral compass through lessons about power, control, and shared responsibilities. The father may teach the native about the ethical handling of shared resources, secrets, or matters of life and death. The native's moral and ethical beliefs may be heavily influenced by the father's guidance on handling power, responsibility, and transformation in an ethical way, especially when it comes to money, inheritance, or managing intense emotions. The native's ethical foundation may be deeply rooted in how they handle power, control, and shared responsibilities, reflecting the father's influence. The father likely instills in the native a strong sense of duty regarding how to manage life's deeper challenges ethically, particularly when dealing with sensitive topics like death, secrets, or financial inheritance. 5. Career and social standing. With Pitrakaraka in the 8th house, the father's influence on the native's career and social standing is tied to shared resources, transformation, and possibly careers involving research, finance, or occult subjects. The native may feel guided to work in fields where they manage joint assets, handle sensitive information, or explore life's hidden mysteries. The father's teachings may push the native toward careers involving psychology, healing, or finance, such as dealing with taxes, investments, or inheritance. The native may pursue a career in fields like finance, research, psychotherapy, or even the occult, with the father influencing their understanding of transformation and shared resources. The father's guidance may push the native to explore careers that require delving into deeper or more hidden areas of life, where they can use their intelligence to manage complex situations. 6. Love, romance, and celebration. In the 8th house, Pitrakaraka influences the native's approach to love, romance, and celebration through a lens of intensity, transformation, and deep emotional connection. The father's teachings may shape the native's understanding of love as something profound, intense, and often transformative. Romantic relationships for the native may be intense and emotionally deep, reflecting the father's emphasis on honesty, emotional depth, and shared power. Celebrations may involve deeper or more intimate settings, focusing on emotionally transformative experiences rather than surface-level joy. The native may approach love and romance with a sense of emotional depth, often seeking intense and transformative relationships that reflect the father's influence. Celebrations in the native's life may be more private or intimate, focusing on significant life transformations or deep emotional connections, rather than outward festivities. In conclusion, Pitrakaraka in the 8th house signifies a paternal influence focused on transformation, shared resources, and deep emotional wisdom. The father plays a key role in guiding the native through life's more complex and hidden aspects, teaching them how to manage power, responsibility, and deep personal change. This placement fosters a deep connection to the mysteries of life and encourages the native to explore their own transformative potential, often drawing on the father's guidance in navigating shared responsibilities, emotional depth, and life's profound changes.